So yeah, you want to sell the future version of the buyer. Connect the product and create a personal transformation with the buyer. So, for example, this makes you the type of person who is a sharp person who is gonna take care of himself. So that's kind of how you want to build the identity. And another principle I think is really important is loss aversion in a sense that people fear losing way more than winning. So if you're able to kind of flip the switch, one thing I really like to just move forward in the sell is just say, would you be opposed to, instead of saying, would you want me to count your windows and give you a price, would you be opposed to me just checking the amount of windows you have and giving a price? People are so quick on saying the word no and so scared of saying the word yes, especially when they're talking to someone they just met. So if you're able to switch to flip the script and just your brain just doesn't want to say the word yes. It's just not an uncomfortable way to say something. So when they make you say no, which is way more comfortable because it's what they usually say to someone that goes to their door, uh, it's easier and you could get in the process. So that's another good way just to talk to people and being able to create a bit of move the sales toward another level there. So I think that's really important. And yeah, overall, people are really scared of losing, and sometimes they don't have much to lose. It's just really their ego. So if you're able to just flip the switch, make them realize a lot of stuff, but always listen and be honest also. It's really important. People are scared of losing because there's always in their mind talking to a lot of people. There's a lot of people that think a win-win deal does not exist, which I think is completely not true. There's a lot of win-win deals in business. You just have to find them. So if you're honest and you're completely honest with them and say, yeah, like don't be shy to sometimes just say why you're doing that. If you're honest with them, sometimes they're just waiting for an answer that makes sense for them. So that's another really important part. And another part I think is really important is ethical framework in the sense that your goal here is not to manipulate. It's just to use strong foundations of psychology, and it's going to help them decide faster. Because I would never sell something to someone if I believe they don't really need them. It's just because people, again, they're scared of trusting people they don't know really well. So you got to make sure you create a rapport. They're scared of not being understood, so you have to make sure you understand their needs. And they're also scared to act sometimes. They want to find a better price, but in a sense, I completely understand them. But if they gave you a lot of information and you strongly believe you're the best thing for them, well, just have to tell them. So a good salesman should make feel like the buyer understood, safe, and empowered. So again, the formula: building rapport, uh, understanding their needs, validate the whole process, and just guide them through the next steps of the process. So again, to conclude, sales is not about being pushy. It's about understanding people. It's about making them trust you. It's about social proof, identity, desire, and again, it's not about pushing people. I really want to emphasize on that. So to end all of that presentation, I think it's really important that if there's one principle you have to understand in sales, is it's really connected to the human mind. And once you understand the psychology of sales, persuasion becomes one of the most powerful skills you could ever own. But you have to make sure you're ethical with it. Again, and I'll end on that. There's a lot of funny stories that I used to build that rapport because going door to door is probably the hardest, but also the most rewarding way of selling. You gotta build rapport really quick. So I'll end on a funny note. Just don't be shy to just make random jokes with the people you just met, you'll see it's going to put their guard down. They're also going to, we call that a pattern interrupt. So what happens is they're so used to having someone at their door selling something. So when you just knock, they never know you, and you just start joking with them, make a random joke, it's probably going to put them off guard a bit, and they're going to start laughing, and you're going to probably gain a bit of a minute of their attention. And with that minute, you could do a lot of stuff. So yeah, I hope you understood a bit more of how the human mind works when you're selling something. And yeah, thank you.